I had Mr. Hopkins in 8th grade geography. One thing I think that makes him a really good teacher is how passionate he is about what he's trying to tell us.
He's really engaged with the teaching, and he makes class really fun.
He has a great sense of humor. He builds relationships with both adults and students, and I think he puts kids first.
You're doing great in the class. I've got no worries. The student has to get the feeling that you genuinely care about them. You know, what we know is when students feel like they have an adult that's not their immediate family, that's trusted, they can go to and that cares about them, their achievement goes up so much.
He invests the time that he needs to get to know them and to understand what's going on in culture that influences our students, which I think is also very important. He's in tune with it.
Once in a class period, he'd come and try and kind of talk to you about what was going on, or if you needed any help with the assignment. I think that was helpful in creating a strong bond with the teacher.
Here in Waseca, we have a pretty high migrant population. With that, we have a lot of students that are children of those migrant workers. You've got this kid in your class for 6 or 7 weeks, and you've got to build that relationship with them as much as you can, because you don't know what they're going to get when they leave the building here. It starts with the very little things, taking as much time as you need to right away to learn their names, work hard on learning their names, take a genuine interest in what they're interested in, even if it's a topic that you really know nothing about. And that moment when you're having that conversation with that student, that is the most important thing that you need to be thinking about, is what drives this student forward.
Coming into geography, the class, I already knew some stuff about geography, but he taught me a lot about the people around the world and the locations around the world.
One thing that I really want to be able to do with them is show them what that location looks like, and really have them think about, if they were standing there, how does life change for someone standing in that location, and how does it stay the same? It's dropping yourself in Google Earth into the middle of New Delhi in India. I've had students drop themselves on Mount Everest and they see 360 images of people that have climbed Mount Everest, and they're seeing what that looks like, and kind of just opens up their eyes and they're going, oh, I didn't know it was like that. I had the wonderful opportunity to have a discussion with the folks at Esri, who they make a product called ArcGIS, which stands for Geographic Informational Systems. I was lucky enough to get the licenses for our school here, and that gives us access to their amazing database of incredibly recent data for anything that we kind of want to take a look at. I try to find a way to work each of those into my lessons. With education, it's all about the students, and if I'm not reaching a student in my classroom, I've got to find a new way to do it. I've got to find something else, something different, change something to try to reach that one student, because each student that we don't reach is an opportunity missed in our classrooms.
He came to me asking about the possibility of implementing or starting a geography bee. And I said, absolutely. So we figured out how to get registered and do all those things, and he coordinated it.
I think my favorite part is seeing the 10 students that are selected to be finalists, seeing them sit on that stage in our Performing Arts Center, staring at 300 of their classmates. When you see that they're nervous and that means that they care and they want to do well, and seeing the drive that they have really goes a long way.
It's just one more way to get students really excited about the content area, and he looks for ways to do that in his classroom every day.
They're not always going to remember the latitude and longitude of places. They're not always going to remember, the differences in the political systems of two countries. But what they will remember is the feeling of wonder in the world, and the feeling that there is a much larger world out there than what's depicted on the internet or on TV. And so that's what I hope they leave with my classroom, is just this wonder of the world.